We fly to Iguassu Falls. This natural wonder can be considered the world's most amazing waterfall. It's so big you can see it from two different countries. From the Brazilian side, you look up at the falls, and from the Argentine side, you look down at the falls. It's a thundering wonder. Starting out with a quick look at the Brazilian side. We'll come back here in just a moment. We're taking you across the border to show you the same Iguassu Falls, but from the Argentine side. It's a different experience over here. They have a very nice nature walk on a metal walkway with steps and railings, so it's really very safe and comfortable. Cantilevered right out over the rivers and the tops of the falls. And this goes for about a mile in a comfortable loop trail, and more vistas as we continue on the loop trail at the Argentine side of the falls. You can get real close to the falls here. There are several places where you can get sprayed by the mist if you want to. The facilities for the visitor here are top-notch. We're right here on the border of Brazil and Argentina. These two countries share this amazing natural phenomenon. It's on the Iguazu River. As you can see, it's a colossal cascade of water coming down. It's larger than Niagara Falls. It's approximately 8 kilometers from one end to the other. Iguazu Falls is not the world's largest falls in terms of water volume. In terms of overall size, height, and width, it's the biggest. It's the greatest waterfall in the world. And it's really a good idea to stay here for a while and soak it up. Don't just go to the falls and have a quick look and take a quick snapshot and then leave. That would be a mistake. You want to go to the falls and spend some time, quality time here, and just absorb the power and the grandeur and the beauty. You could spend hours just gazing into these falls and into the beautiful environment around it. Take a break and then come back and look again. It's really the most incredible waterfall you'll ever see. Similar to Niagara, but wider, and there's 400,000 gallons a second coming over this waterfall on an average day, such as today. And it's got more fun attractions, such as this curious looking animal. Have you ever seen a little beastie like this? This guy is called a coati. Coati. They're natives of the Brazilian rainforest, South American animals.
They are very similar to a raccoon, same family actually, but they are active during the day and they have a longer nose than a raccoon. And they are very used to people. Sometimes when people are walking around with food on them, the coatis just try to grab the food. They have long nails and they can nail and they can bite if there is food involved.
We stay at Das Cataratas Hotel during our two-night visit to the Iguassu Falls area. It's the only hotel that's in the national park on the Brazilian side, and it's very comfortable. It's a grand, old-fashioned place that's right near the falls. So we're getting off the day to an excellent start. Load up with some good fuel and energy for our exciting day ahead, where we're going to be walking down from the hotel to the waterfall. Very easy to just head out the front door of the hotel and down the steps in the front yard along the river walkway, and right away you're getting great vistas of these amazing waterfalls at Iguassu.
And this is the trail we will walk on. Actually a little less than a mile. And we go a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down.
Our local guide was very helpful in explaining the natural environment here and in showing us the sights.
We have about 350 different kinds of birds, including toucans, parrots.
Well, we walked along this comfortable pathway with a guard railing and steps to get us up and down, but it was pretty cloudy. There wasn't much of a view at this point. We could see through the mist, and it looked pretty spectacular off in the distance on the other side of the river.
So far it's hard for you to believe, but believe me, it will be clear later.
And sure enough, later on, it did get nice and sunny, and we had beautiful conditions. You can see the falls from above, from the side, and from down below. We'll show you a little bit more of that coming right up. And then we took a fun jungle ride in a Jeep with an open carriage into the forest here at Iguazu. It's great fun like this, going out together, dressed for the elements. We're walking along an easy trail heading for some whitewater action. So this was an easy hike. We walked down some steps, past a couple of waterfalls. Very scenic, good chance to take some pictures. This is the advantage of staying at Iguazu for 2 nights. That way you've got a full day and part of the next day to really appreciate the activities and the natural splendor. And you don't want to miss out on this boat ride. This is one of the fun experiences that you can enjoy at Iguazu. We get a little wet, but we didn't get drenched, just some spray and a little mist from the waterfall, but it was a great photo opportunity and perfectly safe, of course. It seems real thrilling, which it was, but these river pilots know what they're doing, so they're not gonna get you in any trouble whatsoever. It's breathtaking though, catching all this fresh air and a little bit of water in your face and getting up close to these waterfalls. Kind of like at Niagara Falls, the Maid of the Mist boat ride, except this is just on a little Zodiac boat. So you're much closer to the elements here. After the boat ride, we had time for another look at the main Brazilian falls, and the weather was getting much better. There's an elevator that will take you right to the top for the upper level viewing platform. They even have a snack bar up there. And this convenient walkway that brings you right out in front of the waterfall. This is really where you get the best perspective of Iguazu on the Brazilian side, right out on the catwalk. Looking up into the Devil's Throat area. Half of the waterfalls are in Argentina. We're standing in Brazil. There's usually a rainbow. It doesn't have to be raining here for the rainbow to appear, because it's the mist and spray from the waterfall itself that create this rainbow. So it's especially dramatic like this on a sunny day. But for now, it's time for an evening out. We're going to a supper club at Foz do Iguaçu in Brazil, where they put on quite an international show. So let's tune in here. We'll see some Paraguayan music with the beautiful Paraguay harp. There'll be Mexican music. It's an all Latin American show, tango and Brazilian samba. Let's check it out.